So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and it's time to do another section of the Standing Stone Trail. We're out here, this is Huntington County, currently on a small section of Rothrock State Forest, but we'll be heading into state game lands and then kind of a road walk ahead of us here to the town of Three Springs. Let me show you the map. This is where we parked last time in the last episode. Have a little access trail to the Standing Stone Trail. And once again, this is Lock Valley Road. That takes you down to 475. And here's to get the little sign for the Standing Stone Trail, 0.3 miles that way. Let's quick look at the maps here. So in the last video, we parked up here. So where I'm parked. This is Rothrock State Forest. We made our way all the way down here, looking for Monument Rock again. Didn't find it, but fell too. Scraped up my leg pretty bad. But in this section, I parked here again. So this color here is the state game lands. So we're gonna make our way. Let's switch fingers here. We're gonna make our way down through state game lands. This is all downhill. Looks like we have several views here, and then we're gonna hit 475. Let's go to the other map here. Map number 3. Yeah. So there's our little switchbacks down the mountain. Then this is all a road walk. I'm gonna try to make my way to what's called Three Springs. There's parking there in town. If I'm up to it, we could do another mile this way, but I think I'll save that for the next video. Because the next video, we'll head up into the mountains again. So, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be, got a bit of a distance to go there. So the plan is to go to Three Springs. I don't actually have to make it to Three Springs today. It is quite a bit of road walking today. Anyway, I got the orange on today and the hat over there. Like I said, we're currently in state forest, but when we do that section in state game lands, from November 15th to December 15th, anybody on state game lands is required to wear the 250 square inches of blaze orange chest, front, and head. That's generally, cause that's when bear season and deer season are. Bear season isn't in today. Those are just kind of rounded off dates that they use from, mid-November to mid-December. No one's out hunting today, but if a game warden did come up on me not following the rules, I don't want to deal with that. So that's the only time of year that if you're hunting, you have different rules to follow. But if you're a non-hunter, that's the only time that you are required to wear blaze orange on state game land. So just what you do with that information is up to you. So we'll follow the rules for now. I'll probably keep this on during the whole hike. The orange hat I'll just wear when I'm state game lands. Anyways, this might be not a bad idea to wear for a road hike too. All right, let's get packed up and get going. It's gonna be a long one today, I think. Like I said, we don't have to make it to Three Springs, but that's kind of my goal. Jeep is locked up, and let's get going. Get out to the Standing Stone Trail. On the way back, I'll probably take the Lock Valley Road back up to the parking lot, but let's head out to the Standing Stone Trail. Yeah, we're back at that power line view. Oh, pileated woodpecker. Yeah. In the last video, we went up that way. But, yeah, anyway, so the Standing Stone Trail turns. You can see the double blaze marks goes up that way. There's a little access trail to where we parked. So up we go. That's probably the first view they're talking about up there. Right, uphill at the very start here. Get the blood pumping, get the body warmed up. Yeah, we're getting some views. It's a power line view, but it's not too bad. It'll be even better up there. Up and up. I feel bad for the person who had to move all these rocks out of the way to make this trail, or this like an old road here almost. Yeah, not bad. We'll take these views. Like I said, we're gonna have quite a bit of road walk ahead of us too, so it'll be nice to have some off-road hiking like this today.
Almost at the top here. Yeah, we're gonna have a view this way too. Wow. There you go. There's a view for you. Yeah, we're in game lands. Looks like the trail goes that way then, but I can hear those wires crackling. Let's head up this way though. This is quite the view. Nice little place to sit. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I think the camera's probably picking up that noise. Yeah, so we're gonna be hiking to the bottom of this mountain and then heading out that way. I think that's Jack's Mountain. I think that's the next mountain range we're headed to. So we're gonna walk quite a ways across this valley today. I'm pretty sure that's Jack's Mountain. That's where we're headed. I could be wrong, but cool. All right. So far, the coolest view we've had yet on the Standing Stone Trail. There would have been some cooler views when we first started. Was back at Cowan's Gap, but it was really cloudy and rainy that day, so the overlooks were not very overlooky. But yeah, pretty awesome back there. Right, back to this trail. Start heading down this mountain. I was considering just doing this section and save the road off for another day, but I think I'm going to try and combine them as much as I can. It's a longer drive for me to get to this trail, so I got try to make the most out of it whenever I get here. At least that's the plan. I head down our trail. Goodbye. Pretty awesome overlook. Oh. I guess the trail actually came down there, but anyway. Let's see how well this trail doesn't look like much of a trail here, actually. Let me double check this. Yeah, it is. I see an orange blaze up there. That's the one thing. Some of these sections of the Standing Stone Trail are not super well maintained, I've noticed. Not just from what we've done already, but from other sections I've hiked on in the past. You know, not for the sole purpose of doing the Standing Stone Trail, but alright, now we go down. Got some views to the trees there. I almost thought I was off trail here, but I figured it out. Let me show you. They need to have this marked a little bit better here. Yeah, the trail kind of comes down here. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I was looking this way. There's no trail going that way, but there's a fallen tree here which kind of blocks through, but the trail does go down that way. Kind of switches back and goes down that way, but there's no blaze marks here. Usually there's supposed to be that double blaze I talk about. Once the trail turns, but there's nothing here. I was getting ready to walk back the way I came, looking for the trail, and then I saw it looked like a trail here. I do see a blaze down there, so that's why it's just super important to have these trails blazed correctly and nicely, so people don't get confused. They gotta get over these logs. We might chat about that in a moment. I know I often call the trails out on that, but it's important. Yeah, here's another one of those switchbacks. They have a mark there, but not a double blaze. So the trail's gonna switch back and go down that way then. But with all these leaves, sometimes it's a little hard to tell which way it goes. Well, they do some steps there. Yes, when it comes to these trails and sometimes state parks and things like that, there's like this circular death loop, I call it, maybe not the best way to word it, but where one of the reasons, if this trail is more popular, a really popular trail is really easy to follow because it just gets lots of use and stuff. But sometimes the standing stone trail doesn't get a lot of use, so it's not always well maintained as much. But then that's kind of why people don't use it as much, because I've heard a lot of other people complain about it. They've been on sections that are just difficult to follow, and word spreads that way to other people, and then not as many people hike it. That makes sense. So yeah, there's like this circular reasoning of it's just, yeah, it's kind of problematic. So sometimes the excuse for not maintaining these trails better is because they don't get used as much, but the problem is they're not getting used as much because they're not that well maintained. So you gotta, like, in order to get out of that circle, you gotta work on making the trails a little bit better maintained, a little more clear to follow and stuff like that, and more people will use them. Just the way it is. Like I said, I've heard other people talk about this trail. Here they have nice steps though. It's not, and when I complain, which I'm not really complaining, but I'm not saying the whole trail is like that, but just certain sections sometimes. You know, on one hand, it is nice to have a more rugged backcountry trail that's not as, you know, super used and stuff, but that trail still needs to be, you know, maintained, I should say, and marked well. We've had some confusing sections on here, other places too. Yeah, there's the road we drove up on. There's parking right there too. Yeah, it looks like the locals dump their tires up here. It's always a shame, but yeah. Anyway. Brings us out to the road again. We go this way. At some point we do walk down this road a ways, I think down near the bottom, where it goes into Route 475. We'll be on that highway for just a little bit, but it's not a busy road. Looks like we're gonna shoot off that way. Yeah, the double blazes. So that's what you're supposed to have, those double blazes. I always talk about those, but the top one always tells you which way to go. You know, the two means is a turn, the top one is offset to the left, so you go to the left. So those turns I was mentioning back up there, that's kind of what you need to direct people the right way. See, like, so some parts, like right there, are blazed beautifully, just like they're supposed to be. So it's not all sections that are confusing, just every now and then. I'm pretty sure this is going to take us back out to that power line clearing. Yeah, it's warming up. It's supposed to be up in the mid-60s today. Maybe just slightly too warm for a hike today, but that's going to change. Later this week, it's going to cool down to the 40s. We're talking about some snow maybe, rain, which we need. So it's like a big weather shift coming. I looked at the extended forecast last night. Oh, there's a chippy. And just all like 40s and 50s, so probably farewell to our 60s for now. Maybe till March, we'll see. Yeah, I just saw chippy rain up those logs there. They're out. Of course, they'll be hibernating soon once the really cold weather comes. But on a day like today, they're going to still be out and about doing their thing. Yeah, here's that power line clearing. Not rocky down here. But our trails, I think our trail's going to go down and cut back in again. Yeah, not quite so expansive this way, but there's looking up. You can see the rocks. We were up there earlier. I can hear those wires crackling again. That's just a bit unnerving considering the amount of power that's flowing through those. Anyway. Yes, we're not going to turn just yet. We do eventually, I know. And the trail goes ever on. This is not a bad section here. It's almost like an old road. You can see the cut going through. So I think we're going to turn soon because it looks like, I think I see the trail down there. So we're going to go, I'm guessing, we're going to take a guess. It looks like a trail down there. Been going this way for quite a while. At some point we're going to have to turn. Am I right? There's a blaze here. We'll see, I'll have to get up closer. It definitely looks like a trail right there. Alright, we have guessed correctly. I see several double blazes on that tree and on the tree up here, so. And a tree down. So just, well, we can go through, I guess. A little bit of a drop here. Yeah, so instead of continuing up that way, we're going to turn sharply and go that way. Yeah, so Highway 475 is just right down at the bottom of the hill, so we're getting there. We're going to hook up with that dirt road up here in just a little bit and take that down to the highway. Then we'll start our road walk. And we'll cross the power line one more time. Yeah, our views are pretty much gone now. You can look up there where we were. Got some logging going on up there. Got a sign, 3 Springs, 6 miles. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not sure if we'll see. Ramsey Path, which we tried to find it one day, but anyway. I'm not so sure about those mileage numbers. So I had issues with that in the past when I was up where the Ramsey Path started, so it was like, anyway, I just feel like the numbers are off a little bit sometimes. Maybe that's just wishful thinking too. But we'll go as far as we can today. I don't know if it actually is another 6 miles to 3 Springs. I'm not sure if I'll do all that today or not. We'll see. Yeah, so here we join up with the dirt road. Got the double blaze there. So this is Lock Valley Road. Going up that way would take us to where we parked. On the way back, I'll be heading up that way instead of taking the Standing Stone Trail back. We'll cut off quite a bit of a distance. All right, let's head down to the road. Well, the paved road. Alright, so here is our highway. Some very faint blazes on that tree go off to the right. This is Route 475. Just looking back. That's going to be a long walk back up. That's all uphill. But yeah, just took a little break, a little water break, emptied my bladder because once we're on the road, there's not going to be as many opportunities to do that. But yeah, so we'll get going. It's about 10:15. We've been hiking for about an hour already, so we've done maybe roughly 2 miles. So head down here. Not much of a shoulder to hike on here, but we won't be on this highway for too long. We'll be looking for what's called Meadow Gap Road. That'll take us, I think, almost all the way to 3 Springs. And I'll be keeping track of my time as I go, because like I said, I do got to hike back, so and we don't have as much daylight these times anymore. It gets dark at like 5, so I don't want to be out here when it's dark on the road. So just gotta make sure that, you know, you remember if I hike 2 hours out, it's gonna take me 2 hours to get back. Then plus up that dirt road too. So, and we got a sign here for the Village of Meadow Gap. Not a whole lot going on here. Yeah, I think, yeah, it looks like our highway turns that way, but we're gonna take the road that way. I see a sign up here that says 3 Springs, 5 miles. Oh, there's goats down there. I heard them making noises. See them down there in the field? That's cool. Oh yeah, they hear them. Cool. I love goats. Some of them look like the ones I used to have. They just look like fainting goats. That's what I used to have. Let me see if I can zoom in on them over here. They see me up here. I'm not gonna feed you guys. Yeah, see that light color one? That one looks like one I had, and even that guy right there. Oh, someone's taking a leak. Get too excited. Cool. I miss goats. They were naughty. Goats are naughty, but they're fun to have though too. Yeah, one's got a deeper. I don't got food for you guys, sorry. Alright. That's making me homesick. Anyway, yeah, sign, 3 Springs, 5 miles. Yeah, there's our double blazes in the sign to turn. Yeah, I don't know if anyone lives in it. I want this house right here. I don't think anybody lives there. The goats live there. The goats are right behind that house. Yeah, so this is Meadow Gap Road. I see like an old log house up there. This might be a fun road walk. Yeah, let me turn here, get down here. I want this house. I wouldn't mind living here in Meadow Gap. Yeah. I want that house right there. And the goats. Alright. And there's that log house. I want that log house too. I don't think anyone lives in there either. Looks like it's kind of boarded up. The porch roof's kind of collapsing in. Man. Kind of a moody day, the clouds in the sky and stuff. There's an old house up there too. Yeah, I mean, I've only had one car pass me so far. Just really not a busy road. Even that highway back there, just not much going on, which is nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's lived in either. I mean, the area's maintained, but the house looks uninhabited. Huh. Alright, this is looking back to where we were earlier. We were up there, on that power line up there, looking out this way. So that's how far we've come already. Kind of cool to look back to see where you've been. Alright, we still got a ways to go. Looks like we got a little memorial here for someone. Brian Fraker, looks like. He looks like he was in the military. This might have been where he passed away, actually. Could look at the trees down there. There's marks on them like someone flew off the road here and nailed those trees. That's what it looks like. There's even a boot down there. One of his boots, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, if you come around this turn too fast. Right in there you go. That must have been what happened. Alright, that's kind of sad. Slow down, folks. Especially on these back roads. I can remember being back in high school and thinking it was how cool it was to drive really fast. You know, it's one thing to go 80 on like the turnpike or something, but to go 80 on these back roads, you just can't make those turns. I mean, you think you can sometimes, but maybe well, you know, it's just not smart. I'll talk about that when I teach physics, about momentum. You know, the faster you're going, the harder the impact is when you hit a tree. You just don't survive. I've had friends die and students die from, you know, speeding and just losing control. Yep. No need to impress anybody, folks. Just slow down. You know, as I'm hiking along, I see a lot of aluminum cans. There's one. There's one. Just an idea I've had on these road hikes. This might sound like an odd idea, but maybe I'll tell you about it here. Just something I would make videos about too, perhaps. Here's another one. There's some glass too, but more focusing on the idea of these. Well, that's plastic actually, but there's There's aluminum. Yeah.
For like a video series, to do like a to take a road, pick a road, hike along it, and then back the other side of it, and to pick up all the aluminum cans I find, have like one of those grabber things, and find a way to have a trash can attached to your side or something, so you can just pick them up and put them in, or crush them first, and to have kind of like a competition between the different roads. I mean, you'd be picking up trash, not all of it, just the aluminum cans. I'll pick up all of it sometimes, depending on where you are. It's difficult, but and then you'll see how much they weigh, how much they're worth, and have a competition. We do one road, then do another road, see which road has you made the most money off of. I thought it might make an interesting video series. I don't know. Maybe kind of boring. I don't know what you would think. Be a competition amongst the roads. Plus, you'd be helping to pick up trash and maybe earn a little money too. Because it is literally like every aluminum can is literally like money just laying on the side of the road. Not a lot of money, but they add up. But just an interesting thought. I'm not sure what the price of aluminum is right now, but literally every aluminum can you see is, you know, a couple pennies or maybe a nickel. I don't know what it is, but anyway, you can let me know what you think of that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, just something I thought about. It helps keep you in shape too, walking, do a lot more walking. Still following those orange blazes. You know, we're out here in the countryside, out here in the woods. It's not a terrible road walk, to be honest, with the cloud cover. You know, it's different in the summer with the heat and stuff, but it's not so bad today. Not my favorite thing in the world to do, but gotta do what you gotta do, though. I think I explained these road walks a little bit on one of my previous videos on the Mason-Dixon Trail, another trail I'm doing. How, you know, if they could, they would avoid these road walks, the people that make these trails. But, you know, we went from that mountain, which was that Black Log Mountain? Like, so we're heading over to Jack's Mountain, but the mountain ranges tend to be public property, like state game land, state forest, because it's never developed. But here in the valleys, which we have to cross, it's all private land. So to get from one mountain range to the next, they kind of have to do these road walks, unless they get permission. That's kind of hard to get sometimes. Even if you just get one permission, it doesn't necessarily help. You got to get a bunch of them. So every now and then you got to do a road walk. But we're making good time. It's just a little bit after 11, so we started this road walk about 10:15. So we've probably gone about 2 miles on this road. So the one sign said back there said 5 miles. So we got like what, 3 more miles to go. And it's not even 12 yet, so we're doing good time-wise. And I feel good yet, physically, so we'll keep going. I might regret that on the way back, but we'll see. These road walks are easier in some ways, but they tend to be a little bit harder on your feet and knees. The harder surface, but anyway. I'm seeing some flowers, wildflowers here. What is it, November 18th? Still some wildflowers. I guess these are some kind of daisy. Maybe some kind of oxeye daisy. But yeah, a couple of them. There's some further back too, so wildflowers here in November yet. Might have to find a place to take a little break soon. Up here's another abandoned house. No one definitely lives there. There's some old trucks up there. Looks like they've been cutting down some trees here recently. Man. Still looks, I mean, the roof looks newish. That place could be salvaged yet. Lots of old vehicles up here. I'm not gonna walk up there, but I'll zoom in on some of this stuff for you. Cool. There's even some way up there, some cars too. Huh. Yeah, down there's some older-ish vehicles. But over here, let me get over here further. Up there's some old trucks up there. Let me zoom in there. Check those out. Old-timey trucks. Cool. Another one right there.
Awesome. Yeah, just another place crying out to me, say, buy me. Because I don't think this place is for sale. Just kind of wonder sometimes who owns this and what they have planned for it. Anyway, we got to keep going. We've got some cow friends over here. You guys want to say hi? These look like young ones. You guys want to say hi? No? Oh, nope, they're like, no, okay. Well, that answers that. All right, we're coming up to a spot here. There's a crossroads right up top of the hill. I think it's called Wibble Corner. So, I'll show you the map soon. Show you, we've come a good distance. So, doing well time-wise. Yeah, so this is called Wibble Corner. I think that mountain, that's Jack's Mountain. We'll be up there eventually. Not today though, but I think we might try to find a spot here just to take a quick break. Looks like another abandoned house way up there. Maybe I'll just sit right here for now. All right, so here's our map. Got to hold it down a little bit with my legs. We started way up here, up on this mountain, switched back our way down. There's Meadow Gap. We made our way all the way here. Now we're up here at Wibble Corner. So we've come quite a ways already. And Three Springs is right up here. So just a little bit more on Meadow Gap Road. Let me hit it. Was this 994 highway and then right into Three Springs. So we're not that, just a little bit further to go compared to what we've done already. So looking good. Yep, there's Jack's Mountain, yeah. All right, so break time is over. That was a nice spot, but there's looking back. That is the mountain range where we came from, but we were not quite, we were kind of behind these hills there, but that gives you an idea. Yeah, it's been nice. We've been kind of going slightly uphill the whole way, so going back that way will be kind of nice. But we got to face this direction now. Looks like we're going downhill a little bit here. So it is just about 11:30. Let's see if we can make it to Three Springs by 12. That's about a mile. We'll see. Let's push it. Not too hard. I don't want to wear myself out too much. But yeah, try to get there by 12. Make that our goal. But down, down, down we go into Three Springs. This will be a fun hike back up. Not really, but like I said, once you get back to Wibble Corner, it'll be mostly downhill till we get to that dirt road again. Up to where I parked, but anyway. Downhill means faster into Three Springs, so we'll take that. This is quite the hill here, though. All right, just look back. Yeah, up, 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 up it goes. All right. So it's 11:43. Will we make it by 12? We'll see. If we do, it'll be pretty close. Of course, it depends on what I mean by making it to Three Springs. To the place where we're going to park, or just into Three Springs in general. Let's say into Three Springs in general. That'd make it a little bit easier. Make it a little more realistic, maybe. Oh, yeah, this is a long downhill. All right. Yeah, and yet another like abandoned house. I mean, it's on someone's property, but their old house. Man, a lot of them out here. What is this? Owl Hollow Road. Check my map. But we gotta keep going this way. Where is our highway? Was it 797 we need? That'll take us into Three Springs. I don't see it yet. Still got our orange blaze on that pole though. Going the right way. And it's Highway 994 that we're looking for, not 797. Not sure I got that number from. Yeah, 994. Just check the map. It's just up here. Let's see what time it is. 11:48. 12 minutes. I don't know, folks. I have my doubts. There it is, Junction 994. Here's an old car. I think there's an old VW Bug behind it back there. Some other old cars in here. Anyway, we got down to the highway. So there's our orange blaze. And there's a sign for 3 Springs. Well, what's the other way? Orbisonia, 7 miles. It doesn't have a mileage number there for 3 Springs because 3 Springs is just around the corner here. I'll check the time when we get down to the stop sign. Yeah, here's the stop sign. Here's 994. 3 Springs is right up that way. I can see town right there. Let's check the time though. Phone's upside down. Oh, 11:56. So does this count as 3 Springs? Are we in town? I don't think we're actually in town, but anyway. We're not going to make it up to the parking spot in 4 minutes though, so. Looks like an old railroad bridge back in there. But yet, right here's the sign for 3 Springs, Borough of 3 Springs. Yeah, there's a sign, welcome to 3 Springs. So technically, if we get across this point before 12, we technically made it. 11:58. So, okay, we made it to 3 Springs before 12. Not to the parking, but we made it to 3 Springs. Oh, that smells good. There's like a restaurant right here. Burger and soup. All right. Well, this still for granola bars though. All right, so up in town. I think I'll make our way up here. Yeah, we'll look for our parking area. And our turnaround spot. Man, that smells good though. Okay, so right here is our parking area. Right by Elliott's Run Road. Let me check the time. Is it 12 o'clock? I'm just curious. Oh, 12:01. So still. All right. I need to take a little break here. Oh, here's some railroad tracks. I pointed out that railroad bridge earlier. That's probably where those go to. Yes, there's like some public parking right here. That's where we'll park for the next adventure. We'll go about a mile up this road and then up Jack's Mountain. All right, but I'm going to take a bit of an extended break here. So I started at 9:15. So I did that in less than 3 hours. We did, yeah, so I mean, if it was 5 miles to here, man, we did at least 6 or 7 miles. So I gotta go back though, but it won't be quite as many miles back because once I get to that state game limit, I'm going up the dirt road, not taking the switchbacks to the top of the mountain. But anyway, I'm gonna take a break, get some rest, and then have to start heading back. As usual, I won't film a whole lot on the way back. But yeah, I need to get some snacks in my belly. No burgers or soup for me. I mean, I could stop in at the restaurant too, but you know, that just takes up quite a bit of time too. Anyway, I'm yapping. I'm gonna take a break. I'll just quick show you what's coming up too in the next segment. So we're parked right here in 3 Springs. Got about a mile road walk, which is called Hudson Street, up to the next section of state game lands, Jack's Mountain.
Jack's Mountain is just on the other side of his house, as you can't see it from here.
But yeah, so the road walk then, I think that's a state game lands road, like a dirt road that goes, you can see it switchbacking up the mountain. There's parking there, but we'll see, we might go further. There's some really cool stuff in the next section up here. We'll talk about that in a future video. Looking forward to that though, but yeah. At least up to there to the next section, maybe a little bit more, we'll see.
All right, well, we're gonna get going here in just a little bit. The sun had come out for a little bit there, but kind of heated up. But anyway, I'll take the cloud cover. All right, we got a little ways to go to get back. That's right, maybe someone will feel sorry for me. Give me a ride back. I doubt it though, but I won't turn it down. All right, time to begin the return trip. All right. All right, so it's 12:15. Let's try to make it back to the Jeep by 3 o'clock. Let's make that a goal. It should be doable. We got here in like 2 hours and 45 minutes, so we should be able to get back in that amount of time. Let's make that the goal. I think it makes the trip back go better too when you have like a goal in mind. Yeah, this is why I don't trust these mileages so much. It says Meadow Gap 4 miles right there, but when we were in Meadow Gap it said 3 Springs was 5 miles, so I don't know, go figure. Well, we made it back to Wibble Corner, if you remember that place. Let's see what time is it. Not even 1 o'clock, 12:48, so from here,
Yeah, we just got done with some those uphill sections. Well, you can see Jack's Mountain up there in the distance. From here, it's a nice downhill all the way to Meadow Gap. So that'll be nice. A little bit slower going coming up this way. Check this out. First time I've seen one of these this year. One of these woolly bear caterpillars. He's got, well, he's got, I think the more brown they have, the harsher the winter. Let me zoom in a little bit on him. He's got plenty of black though too. Usually you see quite a bit more of these, but this is the first one I've seen this year. All right, buddy, he's already off the road. All right, cool. Woolly bear, always loved those when I was little too. Usually you see them all the time going across the road. I didn't even think about that this year. Maybe it just wasn't a good year for them. Yes, up ahead here is our mountain. Yeah, so we need to make our way. Not done with this road walk yet, but up there you can kind of see the power line. That's where we were earlier, but we're not going up to the power line. We need to hike up to that gap yet. That's where we got to go. It's not terribly far away. Our goats that we saw earlier in the video are down this way. I'm feeling it with my legs. Let's check the time. I haven't checked the time for quite a while. Oh, it's 1:30. I thought it'd be a little bit later than that. All right. Need some good time because, like I said, once past Wibble Corner, it's all kind of downhill. Even here yet, we're just gonna go downhill yet till we get to the highway. Was that 475? I'll probably take a break once we get to the dirt road up there. All right, so finally, here is our dirt road. So yeah, I'm gonna find a spot to take a break. Haven't taken a break since 3 springs, so we need to do that. Just somewhere right around here. All right, so I think break time is over. It's almost 2 o'clock, so we'll get up there plenty of time before 3 o'clock. Just one more push. It's all uphill though, less than a mile uphill. Just talk to the neighbor up there too, a little bit. All right, let's get this done. But up and up and up and up this road goes. But that's the way we gotta go, folks. Yeah, so the Standing Stone Trail actually turns right here and goes off that way. So this will be the first time today where we'll be leaving the trail. But going that way is what, with all those switchbacks going up, we're just gonna take the road up. They'll cut a significant portion off our way back. Just taking a quick little break before we keep heading up. Yeah, there's a little switchback here. I think it does another little switchback. And up in there's the top, because there's the gap we need to be in. I am so ready to be done with this one, folks. Not too much further yet, though. Phew. Here we are, we made it to the top. The Jeep should just be a little ways past here. I see it down there. What a blessed sight. Alright, so I'm whooped, folks. I actually feel just a little bit nauseous in my stomach. Just kind of really pushed myself today time-wise. I probably should have taken a few more breaks. Slow down a little bit, but I was trying to, make deadlines in there. It's not even 2:30, so we made it back plenty before 3. Alright, I'm gonna hop in the Jeep, get all these sweaty clothes, and just relax for a little bit before I head home. As always, folks, thanks for coming along. Take care. Hopefully we see you on the next one, wherever that may be.